Let's dive into the captivating world of Ginny and Georgia. This show isn't just another teen drama. It's a roller coaster of emotions, secrets, and complex relationships that will have you hooked from the very first episode. We're about to explore what makes this series so special, focusing on the dynamic between our two leading ladies. This mother-daughter duo is the heart of the show, the axis around which everything else revolves. Their connection is messy, beautiful, and utterly compelling. It's a relationship built on love, but also on a foundation of secrets and misunderstandings. Ginny Miller is smart, relatable, a typical teenager in many ways, but also burdened with a maturity beyond her years. She's trying to find her place in the world, navigating the treacherous waters of adolescence with all its inherent challenges, and just trying to survive high school, the social hierarchies, the academic pressures, the constant need to fit in. It's a pressure cooker environment, and Ginny's right in the middle of it. Friends, the bonds that shape us, the alliances that define our high school experience. Ginny's friendships are a lifeline, a source of support and camaraderie in a world that often feels overwhelming. Boys and all the drama that comes with first loves and heartbreaks. The complexities of teenage relationships are explored with raw honesty, capturing the awkwardness, the intensity, and the sheer vulnerability of young love. She writes poetry to process her world, to make sense of the chaos and the emotions swirling within her. It's her outlet, her way of expressing the things she can't always say out loud, carrying more than most teens her age, shouldering responsibilities and secrets that weigh heavily on her young shoulders. She's forced to grow up quickly, navigating adult problems while still trying to figure out who she is. Then there's Georgia Miller, a force of nature, a whirlwind of energy and ambition. She's a mother fiercely devoted to her children, but also a woman with a complicated past and a hidden agenda. Charming, fierce, and unapologetically herself. She's a survivor, a master manipulator, and a woman who knows how to get what she wants, and willing to do anything for her kids, even if it means bending the rules or crossing ethical boundaries. Her love for Ginny and Austin is her driving force, the reason behind all her actions. Georgia's past is rough, filled with trauma and hardship that have shaped her into the person she is today. She's running from something, constantly looking over her shoulder, afraid that her past will catch up with her, and she's desperate to build a perfect life, a safe and stable environment for her children, a place where they can finally feel like they belong. She's determined to create a better future for them, even if it means rewriting her own history. In Wellsbury, a picturesque New England town that seems like the perfect place to start over. But beneath the idyllic surface lies a web of secrets and hidden agendas waiting to be uncovered. But secrets always find a way out, no matter how hard you try to bury them. The past has a way of resurfacing, threatening to destroy everything Georgia has worked so hard to build. Their bond? It's the most fascinating part of the show. It's a complex tapestry woven with love, resentment, and a deep understanding that only a mother and daughter can share. Sometimes best friends, sharing secrets and laughter, supporting each other through thick and thin. They have moments of genuine connection where their love for each other shines through, sometimes at war, clashing over differing values and perspectives, struggling to understand each other's choices. Their arguments are explosive, fueled by years of unspoken resentments and unresolved conflicts. Ginny sees through Georgia's masks, recognizing the lies and manipulations that her mother uses to protect herself. She's starting to question everything she thought she knew about her mother and about their family, while Georgia will do anything to protect Ginny, shielding her from the harsh realities of the world, even if it means keeping her in the dark. Her protective instincts are fierce, bordering on obsessive, even if it means crossing lines, blurring the boundaries of morality, and making choices that could have devastating consequences. She's willing to sacrifice everything for her children, even her own soul. That tension, that love, that constant push and pull between them, it's what makes their relationship so captivating. It's a roller coaster of emotions, a constant battle between love and loyalty, secrets and lies. Is what keeps us hooked, glued to our screens, desperate to know what happens next. We're invested in their journey, rooting for them to overcome their challenges and find happiness, even when they make questionable choices. It's not just a TV show, It's a reflection of real-life family dynamics, the complexities of mother-daughter relationships, the struggles of adolescence, and the challenges of navigating a world filled with secrets and lies. It feels real, authentic, and relatable. We see ourselves in Ginny and Georgia, in their struggles and their triumphs, in their love and their pain. We root for them, even when they make mistakes, because we understand their motivations and empathize with their struggles. We want them to succeed, to find happiness, and to overcome the obstacles in their path. Even when Georgia's choices are wild, impulsive, and often morally questionable, we can't help but admire her audacity, her determination, and her unwavering love for her children. And Ginny just wants normalcy, a stable and predictable life, a chance to be a regular teenager without the weight of her mother's secrets hanging over her head. She craves a sense of belonging, a place where she can finally feel safe and secure. Their love is deep, a bond forged through years of shared experiences, both good and bad. It's a love that transcends their differences, a connection that can withstand even the most challenging circumstances. But always tested, pushed to its limits by secrets, lies, and the constant threat of their past catching up with them. Their relationship is a constant struggle, a battle between love and loyalty, trust and betrayal. That's what makes watching them so addictive. The constant uncertainty, the never-ending drama, the feeling that anything could happen at any moment. It's a show that keeps you on the edge of your seat, desperate to know what's coming next. You never know if they'll be laughing, sharing a moment of genuine joy and connection, or fighting, tearing each other apart with harsh words and painful accusations. But you always know, deep down, they'll fight for each other, that their love and loyalty will ultimately prevail, even in the face of overwhelming odds, and that's why we can't look away. We're captivated by their story, invested in their journey, and desperate to see what the future holds for Ginny and Georgia. Let's talk about that jaw-dropping Season 2 finale. It was a whirlwind of emotions, wasn't it? We were all left picking our jaws up off the floor. The writers really know how to keep us on the edge of our seats, and that ending was a masterclass in suspense. Georgia finally gets her fairy tale, or so we thought. After all the twists and turns, it seemed like she was finally getting the happy ending she deserved, marrying Mayor Paul Randolph, looking stunning in her dress, ready for her happy ending. The venue was gorgeous, the atmosphere was electric, and everyone was celebrating their union. It truly felt like a dream come true. But then, in a shocking turn of events, the police crashed the wedding. The sirens wailed, the lights flashed, and the joyous occasion was instantly transformed into a scene of chaos. In front of everyone, all her friends and family, Georgia is arrested, accused of Tom Fuller's murder. The accusation hung in the air like a dark cloud, casting a shadow over everything. The music stops abruptly. The whole town stares in disbelief, and her world shatters into a million pieces right before our eyes. Everything she had worked for, everything she had built was crumbling around her. Ginny and Austin watch in horror, completely stunned by what they're witnessing. The impact on them is devastating, their faces etched with confusion and fear. Austin even chases after the police car, desperately trying to reach his mum, heartbroken and confused. It's a truly gut-wrenching scene that highlights the deep bond between them. Ginny suspected her mum had secrets. She knew there were things Georgia wasn't telling her, but this is next level. This isn't just a secret, it's a full-blown crisis that threatens to tear their family apart. Georgia, always in control, always the one calling the shots, loses everything, her freedom, her reputation, her family. In a single devastating moment, Paul is left stunned, completely blindsided by the arrest and the accusations. The kids are traumatized, their innocence shattered by the events unfolding before them. The perfect life Georgia built so carefully, brick by brick, gone in an instant, leaving behind a trail of destruction and unanswered questions. All her carefully guarded secrets and lies come crashing down around her, exposing the fragile foundation upon which she built her life. The fallout is massive, with far-reaching consequences for everyone involved. Can her marriage possibly survive this? And more importantly, can her family ever recover from such a devastating blow? Season 2 left us with more questions than answers, leaving us desperate to know what happens next. Everything has changed irrevocably. The dynamics have shifted, the relationships are strained, and the future is uncertain. And we're all on pins and needles, desperate to know what happens next and how Georgia will navigate this new, terrifying reality. Georgia's arrest is the talk of Wellsbury. She worked so hard to fit in, and now she's the town's scandal. Mayor Paul just married her. Can he handle this? Will he stand by her, or is his career over? The Miller family is shattered. Austin is just a kid, terrified for his mum. Ginny's already struggled with her own mental health. Now she faces public humiliation and fear. Georgia always held the family together, but now she's the one who needs help. Who will support them? Will their friends stay, or will Wellsbury turn its back? The fallout is huge. Everything's changed for the Millers. They're starting a whole new, intense chapter. The stakes have never been higher, and the drama is just beginning. Netflix is hyping Season 3 as the most explosive yet. After that wedding arrest, what could possibly top it? The stakes are higher, the drama bigger, and the secrets even darker. Georgia's past could be fully exposed now that she's in the legal system. More confrontations, betrayals, and shocking twists are coming. The writers are pushing every character to their limits. If you thought the first 2 seasons were wild, buckle up. Netflix knows we're obsessed, and they're promising something huge. I'm clearing my schedule for this. This is must-see TV. Get ready for a wild ride. Season 3 is going to be an event. Show creator Sarah Lampert teased, offering a glimpse into what awaits us in the upcoming season. That Season 3 will be the deepest, most emotional yet. Prepare yourselves because the stakes are higher and the feelings run deeper than ever before. She says we'll see Georgia and Ginny at their most vulnerable. They'll be facing challenges that will test the very core of their relationship. Georgia's arrest strips away her control, leaving her exposed and facing the consequences of her past actions, changing everything for her and her family. The comfortable life they've built is now threatened, and the future is uncertain. Imagine Georgia without her usual power. How will she cope? How will she protect her family when she's at her weakest? The emotional journey is front and center. Get ready to explore the complex inner lives of these characters. It's not just about plot twists, though there will be plenty of those to keep you on the edge of your seat, but about what these characters feel. Their hopes, their fears, their loves, and their losses will all be explored in raw and honest detail. We'll dive deeper into Ginny's mental health, understanding the challenges she faces as a teenager navigating a complicated world, and how Georgia's situation impacts her. The weight of her mother's secrets and actions takes a toll on Ginny's well-being. It's about trauma, resilience, and the long road to healing, and the unbreakable mother-daughter bond. Despite everything, their love for each other remains a constant. Expect more heart, more moments that will warm your soul, more tears, because sometimes a good cry is exactly what we need, and more moments that hit hard. The kind of scenes that stay with you long after the episode ends. The season promises explosive emotion, not just action. The characters' feelings will be raw, intense, and unforgettable. These characters will be tested in ways they never imagined, and will grow, evolving, and learning from their experiences. We'll be right there with them, feeling every moment, every triumph, and every heartbreak. Sarah and the writers are ready to deliver a season that will leave a lasting impression, something unforgettable, a story that will stay with you long after the credits roll. I can't wait to see it unfold. The wait is almost over, and the emotional roller coaster is about to begin. Ginny's world is upside down, her mum's in jail, and the town knows their secrets. That's a lot for any teen. Ginny's mental health struggles could get worse, or maybe she'll find new strength. She's learned so much about her mum and herself. Can she use those lessons to support Austin and herself now? Her relationships are on the line. Will Marcus and her friends stand by her? The scandal could push people away or bring them closer. Ginny knows the good, bad, and ugly about Georgia. Can she still trust her mum? Or will she feel betrayed again? This is a huge emotional journey. Ginny's growing up fast. She deserves some peace and happiness. We're all rooting for her. Georgia is the ultimate survivor, but this is her biggest challenge yet. Arrested for murder, her usual tricks might not work. She's resourceful and determined, but now she's up against the legal system. Evidence, rules. Can she outsmart it all? Her past could come to light, every secret, every alias. The walls are closing in, and even Georgia must be scared. She risks losing her kids, her freedom, her new life. Will Paul support her, or will she fight alone? Georgia's a mother lioness. She'll do anything for Ginny and Austin. This season will show what she's truly made of. When her back's against the wall, can she survive? The world is watching. We're on the edge of our seats. Go, Georgia. But, oh, the danger. Everything's at stake, and we can't wait to see what she does next. Season 3 is a giant puzzle, so many questions. Can Ginny ever trust Georgia again after all the lies and this arrest? Will Georgia's entire past finally come out, changing everything for the family? What will Paul do? What about Ginny's dad, Zion, or Joe from Blue Farm Cafe? Will Georgia protect her family at any cost, or make an impossible sacrifice? And what new secrets will emerge? We're all desperate for answers. This season is going to be wild. After all this drama, you have to watch Ginny and Georgia Season 3. If you're a fan, you're already counting down. This season promises everything we love. Romance, mystery, family drama, and humor. All those cliffhangers? We need answers. If you're new, binge the first 2 seasons and get ready. Ginny and Georgia are complicated, lovable, and unforgettable. This show is about survival, identity, and the messy beauty of family. It makes you think, feel, and gasp out loud. Season 3 is taking things to a whole new level. Mark your calendars, get your snacks, and call your friends. This is going to be the most explosive season yet. We'll laugh, cry, and be totally shocked. The Millers are facing their wildest chapter. It's going to be unforgettable. Don't miss it. This is must-see TV.